Përshëndetje, jemi në fshatin Bogë, në veri të Shqipërisë dhe kemi erdhur për pak turizëm me një kolegun ose mikun tim i cili besoj disa nga ju mund ta njihni, i cili është Matas ose ndryshe në Instagram mund ta gjeni me emrin Matioga. Matioga është një ndër të cilët unë e kam ndjekur më përpara, po ashtu dhe si Shaunli dhe ka dhënë shumë informacion për botën e Forexit, e kriptos, e DeFi, e çdo gjë tjetër financiare, domethënë çka të bëjë me këto fusha. Kam kënaqësinë që ta kem Matas në një intervistë ose në një podcast këtu në Bogë. Vendosi që nga Spanja është lituanes, po nga Spanja të vinte këtu në Shqipëri, të vizitonim malet ose Alpet e Shqipërisë, janë në veri të vendit, Boga dhe më pas Thethi, dhe në këtë intervistë do flasim shumë tematika të ndryshme, duke filluar që nga jeta e tij, nga Forexi, kriptoja, DeFi, protokolls, po ashtu do flasim për psikologjinë, spiritualitetin, çfarë do ndodh në vitin që na pret, domethënë 2025-a, do flasim për Elon Musk, Donald Trump, dhe do jetë një intervistë, domethënë që do mundohem të marr sa më shumë informacion nga një njeri që ka shumë informacion. Kështu që shihemi me intervistën ose podcastin sot. Përshëndetje të gjithëve. Siç ju thash, jemi me Matas ose ndryshe Matioga, siç e njohim në Instagram. Dhe tani në këtë pjesë të parë do flasim për botën financiare, Forex, kripto, protokollet e DeFi, dhe domethënë do bazohemi në këtë pjesë të parë më shumë në biznes, si të bëjmë të ardhura e tjerë. So, Matt, hello.
Finally.
Can you introduce yourself? Maybe like the most of the audience knows you because of the session strategy.
Yeah.
That crazy strategy. Because to be honest, back in time when you launched the session strategy, like my friends wanted me to do the Albanian version.
Yeah.
In Albanian language. So Matt is the first guy to really create the session strategy, or like Asian high and low that I just like translated in Albania. I mixed it with some supply and demand and stuff that I'm good on it, so it became like a more complete strategy, I think. So yeah, can you explain for us how you started Forex trading, and then how you did the session strategy and
Yeah, sure.
everything
First
about
of all,
it.
the whole investments and trading began, don't even know, it's a very long time ago, when I was about 16, because a good friend of my father's, he used to trade stocks, full time, like a professional stock trader.
Yeah, yeah.
All of the big companies, small companies and stuff, and he was really motivated to teach my parents as well how to trade, how to invest in stocks, more like a passive income type of thing for long-term investment, etc. But my parents were not as good as with the technology, like computers and stuff, so they invited me as well to those lessons that my father's friend used to teach them. And for me, understanding everything was 10 times easier, and it just hooked me, like, oh yeah, that's fun. The stocks, doing the research about the stock market, employees count, all of those things. But what I understood is that to invest in stocks, you have to have a lot of money and a lot of capital, opening brokerage accounts.
yeah,
You
yeah.
cannot deposit like small amounts. There are certain limitations. At least there used to be, especially on the interactive brokers. You need to have, there used to be like a minimum requirement for capital.
Okay.
So I just started to dig into it, and then just eventually, naturally, throughout research online, I noticed this thing forex, like
Yeah.
a currencies thing. The reason why I noticed that, because all of the brokers used to do advertisement about no deposit fees, low deposit fee, like you can start from $10 and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
all of those platforms like eToro, like plus 500, and all of those smaller CFD trading related platforms. And I just noticed those things, and I just started dig into it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I've been hooked ever since. I went through probably a million different courses, videos, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, combining both, researching and working out, and most of the trading was not even a success. I just understood that I'm more like guessing rather than actual knowing what I'm doing. When you look at the chart and you add all the lines, the trend lines, Fibonacci's, moving averages, all of the indicators and stuff,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
actually just guessing at the
yeah,
end
yeah.
of the day. So I've been in the markets ever since I started getting deep into the crypto stuff at the end of 2016. But the session strategy eventually became a thing, simply because for so many years of technical analysis based
Okay.
trading, I understood that, okay, if I place a certain lines on the chart and someone else's plays a certain line of the chart,
Okay.
and if I say that's a support and you say that's your support, this is just us convincing ourselves that there is something on the chart, just to
Okay.
give us some more like weight to believe that the market is gonna react from your level or my
Yeah,
level.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Even if I teach you how to mark support, resistance, or trend lines or Fibonacci's, everyone gonna see different things.
Okay, yeah.
And I understood this, and it just was like a simple like
Sorry for
yeah.
the interruption. That's why, for example, someone do the Fibonacci by weeks and someone do by
Exactly.
bodies.
Yeah.
and
Some people they do.
That's the point of your view. So
Yeah. They draw the trend lines from the wicks, from the candles. Some people believe they need to get 5 touching points. Some people believe they need at least 10 or something. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's just our own conception of the chart. And if you look at a blank chart, you think you don't know what's going on.
yeah,
If you add all the lines and stuff, then you think that you understand now. The market is reaching support, resistance, it's gonna bounce up, or all of those stuff. So eventually, I thought that, okay, so if all of this technical analysis stuff is fake, which is actually kind of fake,
yeah,
like it's not fake, but it's just your own understanding, your own opinion on the chart. But as most of the mentors are saying, the banks are trading from this level, or this is the bank flow. It's just a nonsense.
yeah, yeah.
Just a massive nonsense. So I needed to find a way to understand what is a constant in the market that never changes. What kind of element is visible by everyone at the same time, at the same minute, at the same chart. And one
Okay.
of that thing is when people start to trade, which is the sessions. In
Sessions,
forex market, we have the major sessions: London, New York, Asia, right?
Okay, yeah.
So what I thought about is like, okay, so the sessions is the thing that never changes. The timing of the sessions never changes. Everyone will see the same session, the same chart all the time.
Okay.
So I just started building on top of it. And to mark the session high or low and react from that area, it was just a natural conclusion. Because I
Okay.
used to trade with also a lot of, so to speak, liquidity things.
Okay,
You draw a liquidity box or something like that, and all of those things are like, I don't know, it's just, guessing again.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the session high and low, it just became like a natural thing, because if the market is moving outside of the previous session boundaries, so for example, we had Asian session, and then you mark the session high and low, and throughout the London session, you see that the money is flowing out above or below
Okay.
the whole previous session, meaning that the money is flowing, there is a good flow of money, meaning that you can actually expect certain movements if
Okay.
the previous session high or low is taken out. If the market remains within the previous session high or low, within the range, simply the money is not ready yet to explode, to move out.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be ranging. And that's how I just understood this thing, and I started backtesting, and I noticed that backtesting works really well when you introduce this concept that is never changing. If I see the setup, you will see the setup, you will see the setup, and every other person will see the same setup, because it's never changing. You cannot change the line of the high or the low.
Yeah, I saw it when I did the Albanian version of it,
Yeah.
and many of my members learned the strategy, and it was like everyone is looking for the same pair in the
Exactly.
same time, in the
Exactly.
same confirmation.
Yeah,
you know,
because I mean,
the same
if
trade.
you post that I'm looking to short GBP AUD because of the session strategy gave you an entry, everyone will see, oh yeah, I see that as well.
Yeah, it's the same.
Everyone is on the same page. So
Yeah.
this is why the strategy is very simple. All I need is like 3 hours of your time to teach you the strategy.
Yeah.
That's it. Then you're gonna backtest yourself and just start trading, which is, I mean, most mentors, they try to introduce hours and hours of content just to give weight and value for the money people pay.
Yeah, because they need to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't need to know what is forex or what date forex was invented.
Yeah.
Who
yeah,
was the first forex trader and all of those
or
things.
shooting star.
Yeah, like a
candle.
shooting star formation is
Yeah.
happening, and then you have a bullish engulfing, and then you have to short because you go below the EMAs. All of those things. It's just to give you confusion, and then you think that trading is difficult.
Yeah.
When in reality,
Because we are making.
what's difficult is your understanding. Like if you look at the chart, at the naked chart, and you study it deeply, only the price action, and you do it for long enough with a good and very specific risk to reward ratio and good
Okay.
risk management, there is no other way than not to make money.
Okay. Yeah.
But a lot of people, even I, from my circle, I showed the session strategy to my friend. He was never trading forex, nothing like that. He watched the videos I showed him. We jumped on a call. He started to trade a strategy. He passed the funding challenges, but then he started to modify it, introduce something else. One of the friends, and he started to do that by looking at something more, because the strategy for him is too simple. It's just,
Yeah.
you wake up and you see, and then, but maybe I can catch more setups. Maybe I can find something more. And that's how he lost all of the accounts and money.
Yeah. Just
Because,
trying to make it
yeah,
difficult.
just
but-
stick to one thing and just use it. So that's how it all born, so to speak.
That's what I did, but mine was very simple. Just I put like a supply or demand
Yeah,
in
which
daily
is
time frame,
a
which is
similar thing.
I think it's a for me it's a good confirmation, because daily time frame it's like a middle
Yeah.
of all time frames, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's not that higher, it's not that lower,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's why I did it. But the session strategy itself, but just learning it is
Yeah.
very
It's very, first of all, simple
yeah
and also very quick.
quick, and it's not like a strategy for technical analysis or something.
Not at
It's
all.
just more psychological and just
A-
the way
and
of
sticking
thinking.
to rules, just sticking to rules, because the risk reward is fixed. The amount of money you can make is also fixed. If you
Yeah.
do 2 successful trades per week, you should stop,
Yeah, yeah,
because if you use risk reward 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, and you had 2 successful trades, you made 4 or 6%
yeah,
a week. And if you do this on Monday morning, for example, you wake up and all of the pairs are moving super nicely, and you just made 2 trades and both of them were successful, you're done for the week.
yeah,
You don't touch your account. By Friday, you withdraw the profits, and next week you start with the same amount of money. Like if you have 50K, at the end of the Friday, you have 54. You withdraw the 4K. Next Monday, 50K again, and you go again. Simple and very specific rules. And if you stick to this, it's just a game. It's just like managing a business.
yeah. It's that way. So this is the part of um, Matt doing the session strategy, and yeah, he shared with us in his YouTube channel that uh, no 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 like the number of people was low for that
Yeah,
strategy,
I
I
mean,
think, because
I uploaded all of the strategy videos to YouTube, my my previous YouTube channel, just a random channel.
yeah,
I uploaded everything just for people, watch it. And the name was like something about this is the only forex video you need, or something like that.
yeah,
Just a
yeah,
bit
I
catchy, yeah,
remember it.
something like that. But people never appreciate when the content is, first of all, free, and
Okay,
second of all, when it has low amount of views or subscribers or something.
yeah, yeah,
If you don't have a social following, but you provide an amazing information, no one's gonna care. But if
if you are
someone
a
has
forex guru,
50K or 100K followers with a lot of videos and a good cars and stuff,
yeah,
they can tell you to use RSI,
yeah, yeah.
and
Also,
you will believe it.
even a trend line.
Yeah, like draw here and buy or sell here, and you will believe it because he is like a known guy.
Yeah,
So
known
that's,
guy, a
yeah,
rich guy,
yeah. And I
the
kept the
lifestyle.
videos for probably a year, almost a year. It got like 100 of views or something, and then I wanted to change my channel to completely different things, so I just deleted everything. And yeah, and I mean, those that saw the videos and used the strategy, congrats. Those that misses, well, it's just,
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just glad that I learned that strategy, because when I learned it, it was like uh, my first time to even pass a challenge with discipline.
yeah,
That's the time when I started to invest in my forex funds. The audience know me about my forex funds because I've been there three times VIP trader. Because y- my forex funds made you can could made you a VIP trader only if you have consistency, discipline, not
yeah,
a violation of any rules for
yeah.
yeah. And I did it 3 times in
That's the
with
answer.
that strategy. And
Yeah,
to be honest, that's the if I think that was the first time of me having consistency and making money, but in every single payout, you know, every not lose is like not even a violation or not even something like that to violate the account.
It's kind of
and, yeah.
impossible to do that if you
Yeah.
stick to the rules.
So yeah, it was like the first time, because before, I used to trade supply and demand and
Yeah.
stuff, and trend line and Fibonacci. I was successful, to be honest.
Yeah,
because
I mean, there is nothing wrong. There
Yeah.
are a lot of people successful just using just Fibonacci or just a trend line. But I think, in my opinion, they are not successful because of the trend line or Fibonacci, but because of the way they manage the trades.
yeah.
That's the key thing.
Yeah, but this strategy gives you a peace, like it's a stress-free strategy.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
always know what to do.
Yeah.
If there is a setup, you execute. If there is not, you do not. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And if you stick to it, you're gonna eventually be profitable. And that's
Yeah.
it. Because
Yeah.
even you can either look at a blank chart and guess like 50-50. I think it's gonna go up or down. And you can still make money only if you have a profitable and a logical risk management. Like
Okay.
risk reward
Yeah.
ratio and your risk amount makes sense, it's logical. You can still make profits by guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's simple as
eventually.
that, yeah.
Like if you just think about it, yeah, you can do like 5-1 and always guess. But one successful trade can give you 4 losses in a row and you're
Yeah.
still in profit. All you have to do is just manage the risk. And that's it.
Yeah,
And you're
that's
still
it.
gonna be making money. So
So yeah, that's the best thing of trading with,
Yeah.
with trading plan and stuff like that.
exactly, just stick
So-
to your plan.
So yeah, so let's go from forex to crypto, because we are in a situation when Bitcoin is pumping
Yeah, all-time highs,
all-time highs.
100K,
Yeah.
a dream of most people. 100K.
Yeah. I have made a video about
Yeah, I saw.
a prediction, you know.
It happened.
Yeah, and I don't want to go deep
Mm-hmm.
in the crypto, like what price will Bitcoin reach, or XRP or Ethereum.
Because no one knows.
Yeah, but something like I don't. I want to know
Mm-hmm.
in which um, in which projects can we invest, like not in a simple coin, you know, in a specific coin, like
Mm-hmm.
for example XRP,
Mm-hmm.
but in a field, you know, like we have the metaverse coins
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
We have like
Well, it's
I just want to know this, for
like the
example,
sectors, yeah?
the sectors.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it really depends on what you feel comfortable researching. For
Okay.
example, I myself, I hate researching gaming coins or NFT-based coins
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
metaverse-based coins. It's just those like gaming and fun-related things. It's just not for me. Even though there could be a lot of opportunities there, but if I am not fun and I'm not good with myself, like researching it, reading about it, maybe jumping on a calls with someone, then I'm not gonna do it. So first of all, you wanna identify which
Yeah.
areas you are good with yourself researching. You can just sit and just research and you feel good about it. But from the global perspective, from the general perspective, where the financial market is going, where the world is going, advancements in technology, especially blockchain, crypto related stuff. Now it's much easier to build something sustainable and good, but name it as a crypto project, because people gonna invest in it attracting money is much easier. Like real companies are struggling to get $1 million in funding, while some sort of a random crypto coin gets like 13 to 40 millions from a pre-sale.
Meme coin or something like
Yes,
that. Yeah.
which is crazy what's happening. So from the global perspective, in my opinion, what you should look at, first of all, is the tokenization of the real world assets, of money itself. So any kind of project that is working towards tokenization of real world asset, it could be real estate, cars, houses, like buying and selling houses, a process which is pretty difficult in most countries. Blockchain solution can help with that. Tokenization of stocks, tokenization of assets, everything like that. One example is, for example, Ondo. Ondo is a project that is focusing on real assets tokenization.
Okay.
And I believe there are many more that you have to dig into and simply analyze. Also, AI. We all know that currently the AI sits at the stage of chatbots, AI agents, and all of that stuff, which is fine. But I think in the future, AI is going to be advancing way more. And projects that are being able to host on AI should be interesting as well. So something like a cash network, AKT, which is an AI-based blockchain, something like FET, and there are like million others like Render and stuff. There are like million other projects that are focusing on AI that could actually be beneficial in the long run.
In the long run.
Also, any kind of technological advancements in payment sector, how the money moves, not globally but even locally. For example, Solana Pay, which is not as popular for now, but it could become a thing.
Yeah.
And any kind of payment solution for businesses, for small businesses, for big businesses, it doesn't matter, for freelancers, entrepreneurs, everything that is related to payments is also a sector to focus on moving forward. So I think these are the main global trends.
Yeah.
I don't think meme coins is a global thing for the future. Yeah, I mean, some meme coins are at such a high valuation that it could become its own ecosystem, which is fine. But what's happening with Pump Fund, Solana, meme coins is just, it's a total garbage. But if you can make money from it, do it. But learn a skill to make those money work.
Okay, yeah.
Rather than just spend on a material stuff and just when the meme coin cycle ends, you're gonna be like, okay, so what's now? So one of the skill would be DeFi, just learning DeFi.
Yeah, we will go to that part.
Yeah, because
so
it's just a skill to make money.
yeah, also for crypto, what I want to ask you, because I've saw Shawnlee's story back on time when he had the Instagram page,
Mm-hmm.
and he just said that Bitcoin will go to zero.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in that, or do you have any opinion? Because yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 years and I'm still thinking
Waiting.
about it. Yeah, thinking. I'm like waiting for it, you know. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really problem if Bitcoin goes to zero.
Mm-hmm.
for the economy, stuff like that. And
Yeah, I mean, in crypto you have a very clear division of people. People are divided into two groups. Bitcoin maxes. Everyone believes that crypto is the next thing, and in the future you're going to buy milk with Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin is anti-government, anti-banking, and anonymous money.
okay.
The other side thinks that something is dodgy about this, something is weird, something is secretive, and it could be actually complete opposite.
Okay, so yeah.
In my opinion, even though I try to become just neutral with it,
Yeah.
I don't care who created what and what's gonna be, but I am leaning towards believing that Bitcoin itself and the whole crypto market is designed to hook people up on digital payments. The ease of sending money, quickly to anyone, anywhere. Like if I want to send money from my home account to my, for example, Spanish account, it takes 3 days. Does it make any sense when you are in crypto? No, because I can send you money in crypto in 20 seconds, even if you are here or even if you are in Australia.
Yeah.
So hooking people up on digital payments, so it becomes a second nature, is I think what's happening, and Bitcoin is not an exception. Some people even call BTC as beta testing coin, yeah, which is a conspiracy theory, so to speak, but it could be true because Bitcoin itself, all of those, institutional capital, BlackRock buying Bitcoin, it's good for the media. Are they actually buying? Is it that what actually happening, what media says and what companies are writing? We don't know, because the world is such a fake place that you could not be surprised if someone tells you now that they are actually not doing anything with Bitcoin. But it's just an illusion, But Bitcoin is becoming a recognized asset class with all of those ETFs, all of those trusts that are starting to build up among biggest banks. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that it's definitely not anti-government movement, and the money is definitely not anonymous, and it's not Bitcoin is not a savior of the humanity in terms of monetary enslavement. I think it's just designed to hook you up, so when they are ready to introduce the actual digital system, the cashless society, all of that thing, you're gonna be for it because it's cool, it's quick, it's fast. You're gonna have money in the wallet, you can send money quickly, instantly, and that's it. And the new financial system could be based back to metals and back to certain digital assets. But I don't think it's gonna be Bitcoin. So is it going to zero?
Let's see.
It would be crazy to think about it, but it's a possibility because all they have to do is implement very strict regulations where you cannot mine it, you cannot use it, you cannot do anything with it, like officially, rather than sending money, but you are not able to cash out or something. And that's when it's actually possible for it to go to zero. Some people say it's too big to fail now, but it's nothing, It's actually nothing. So it's not too big to fail. You just delete it all, so to speak.
FTX was big, but
FTX was big, and there are no more FTX. The world economy was big in 2008. There was no more economy in 2 or 3 days. Like all of those things
can happen.
So basically what you have to do is just don't get stuck into one idea that Bitcoin is the best and people are doing tattoos of Bitcoin logo and stuff, buying cars and making stickers. Bitcoin is going to $1 million. It could, because it's limited, and people think because it's limited amount of Bitcoins available, it's always going to go up. It could, but with ETFs, with futures, you can definitely manipulate the market and never let it go, not even by a cent higher if they want to. Who knows what's going to happen, but the best idea is to be covered for both sides. If you think Bitcoin is going to go massively up, hold Bitcoin, but if you don't, but also hold different assets that are working with the banks, with the governments, just to cover both sides. And that's it. And just what's gonna happen, and you're gonna be covered for that. At the end of the day, you wanna make money from it.
For sure. That's why we are in those fields of forex and crypto and
exactly.
stuff.
You wanna make money, and you wanna make money as quickly as possible and as safe as possible. So
just now to discuss a new thing for my audience, because they don't know about DeFi protocols and
Yeah,
stuff,
DeFi.
and they don't know that it's another way to make
Yeah.
money. Like I, I just when we discussed it yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I just called it money glitch.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Can you explain
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
DeFi itself stands for decentralized finance, which is,
Okay.
in other ways, you can imagine that DeFi protocols are like banks working in a digital and decentralized environment where you can be part of the bank. And there are a lot of different DeFi protocols designed for different fields, but two of the most popular ones, the most available ones, are the lending and borrowing solution and the yield farming solution. Lending and borrowing is very simple. If you have a lot of crypto, you can lend your crypto into the pool so other people can borrow from it, but it's all designed in a flawless and safe way that it's
Yeah.
all based on blockchain, and you will always be able to get your money back unless the DeFi protocol goes bust. But
Yeah.
that's why you choose the biggest protocols, the safest protocols. And the good thing about this is, if for example you hold a lot of major coins like ETH, Solana, for example, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can deposit those coins, your holdings, into a DeFi protocol, and you will get a certain LTV ratio that you can borrow against your deposited money. So if you have 10,000 worth of Solana and you deposit it to one of the Solana's DeFi protocols, like for example Camino, you can borrow up to, I believe, 75% of your
USDT.
deposited money.
Yeah.
And you can borrow in USDT. So you can borrow the money while keeping your Solanas or Bitcoins, Ethereum, doesn't matter, safe. Use that money.
Untouched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use the borrowed capital to do whatever you need to do. So maybe you just need some quick cash to buy something, so you don't want to sell your crypto.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can just borrow against it, do what you need to do, pay back the loan, and get your crypto back. Or you can use the borrowed capital to buy altcoins, smaller market cap coins, gamble with them, play with them, make additional income, and from those profits repay the loan and get your main holdings back.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you're not touching them. Also, so that's the simplest thing, like lending and borrowing solution
Yeah.
that you can use in
But
many different
in,
ways.
in my opinion, I like the second one.
Yeah, the liquidity pools is something that decentralized exchanges. So once again, in crypto you have two type of exchanges: the centralized, like Binance, Kraken, KuCoin, Bybit, Mexi, all of those, and you have decentralized, like Uniswap, yeah,
Yeah.
one of the biggest ones, where you can Radium on Solana as well, where you can trade different coins in a decentralized way. So no KFC, no all of those stuff. You just do everything in a decentralized way using your own self-custody wallets. So in order for decentralized exchange to work, you need to have a decentralized liquidity pool where people deposit the money into the pool, so that money can be used by DeFi traders to swap the coins. So everyone like me, you, and all of you guys can be liquidity providers. It's called LP provision. So basically, imagine there is a pool of Solana USDT
Okay.
or USDC, doesn't matter, yeah? So as a liquidity provider, you have to provide into the pool in a 50-50 proportion both assets. So if you have
Okay.
$10,000, you buy 50% in Solana, so 5K Solana and 5K dollars. And you deposit into the liquidity pool. So it's now 50-50. Other people can use that money to swap between Solana and USDT or USDT. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They can use that liquidity pool to swap their coins. So maybe they want to get they want to swap $50 to Solanas, they can use that pool to do it. Every transaction in liquidity pool, it costs a trader a fee.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a fee for using the DeFi protocol, the DeFi exchange. All of those fees, in most cases, the majority of the fees, are being distributed to people like you and me, the liquidity providers.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're basically, what you're doing, it's called a yield farming. You are farming a yield based off the fees that that specific pool generates.
Okay.
So you can deposit the money, you can use your holdings inside a liquidity pool and just earn API on top of it. The safest way is to use the biggest pools, right? The biggest protocols and the biggest pools. And they're gonna generate you an API. It really varies. If the market activity is very high, you're gonna earn more. If the market activity is low, you're gonna earn less. But the good thing about it is that you're always earning.
Earning, yeah.
The problem with that, one of the risks, so to speak,
Yeah.
is the impermanent loss, which means that if you deposited the money into the liquidity pool in 50-50 proportion, so 50% Solanas, 50% USD, and you are yield farming, you're making profits, you're withdrawing the profits, you're claiming the profits, and let's say that you decided to stop everything and you want to withdraw the money. So if at the time when you deposited, the Solana price is now lower, you're going to suffer the impermanent loss because you're going to get less money back.
The same amount of, like, the same amount or something like that, Solana, but
yeah, but it's going to be lower.
Because the price
amounts can also vary, but it's still going to be exactly as you put. But the value can be different simply because the price of the asset, in this case Solana, is changed. So you're going to get less or more sometimes, but usually, I mean, you have to think about it. If yield farming profits are covering the profits that you, or the losses that you experience due to the impermanent loss. But this only applies when you decide to take the money out. While the money is in the pool and you are harvesting the profits, you are just making the profits. But let's say after 2 weeks you decided that you need the money, you have to withdraw, and you withdraw, but the price is lower, so you're going to get less amount of money, and you're going to think about if your yield farm profits are covering that, because a lot of people can actually enter the DeFi after a few months. They take the money out thinking that they made money, but actually they get less than they yield farmed throughout the whole period. So eventually during those few months you actually lost money. So that's one of the risks that you have to consider. Or you can look at it as from a very simple perspective. The money you deposited, forget about it, and just just work from the the profits.
You can wait till the market is like
I mean,
bit lower.
The best thing is to deposit when the market is at a low, because then you have much higher probability to actually increase.
Not to lose, but even to profit from the.
And the best solution as a strategy, right, is if you hold a lot of major coins, deposit them to DeFi lending provision, borrow the USDT, use USDT to swap 50-50 proportion to one of the liquidity pools, deposit into liquidity pool, start yield farming. So you are now farming with the borrowed capital, so your main Solanas or whatever is safe. From the profits you make in yield farming, you are covering the debt, the loan that you took, and eventually when you want to just cancel it all out, you still have your main Solanas, you repay the loans from the profits you made, and it's everything untouched, and you even made more money, because by lending the money, you are also earning the API. And in most cases, 9 out of 10 cases, the lending API is higher than the borrowing cost. So you are still making money. So I mean, there are a lot of different DeFi protocols on different chains. So we have to be really careful not to invest in those shitty ones. and the new ones especially, unless you know that it's gonna be. I mean, the founders, owners are normal people and stuff. But yeah, I mean, DeFi can generate an incredible amount of passive income, especially if you made a lot of money from meme coins accidentally. You got lucky. Use that money inside a DeFi, because learning DeFi is actually a valuable skill to have. Meme coins, there is no skill there. You think you have a skill of looking at deck screener and analyzing the Telegram channel of the meme coin, but when that thing goes down as NFTs, just died. The same thing gonna happen with meme coins eventually, and then you're gonna be left maybe even with no money or with money but no skill, like what to do next. So the best thing is to just start learning about DeFi, because DeFi in crypto is an incredible opportunity to just step into and start generating additional income.
I saw it very interesting, and I will research more about it. Maybe I will invest, I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, there are lots of chains. On Solana you have Orca, a great liquidity provision protocol, also Camino, also Parcel, and many more. On Ton, for example, which is a new chain, which is it's a chain that is becoming hot. You have EVA protocol. On Base chain, which is also a new one and a very popular one, you have Aerodrome Finance, which is an amazing protocol. It works incredibly well, and you can earn a really decent amount of profits from that. So yeah, I mean, just research the biggest ones using DeFi Llama page, and you can actually learn this valuable skill, which is much needed in the crypto space.
Such a nice topic, and it's a new topic for also for me and my community and audience, and it just complete the part of financial stuff on my YouTube, because I've done like 400 or more videos about forex, and then some video for crypto and stuff.
Yeah, now you're gonna learn a new thing, and you can start making content about even the new thing as well.
Yeah, why not? In Albanian version.
yeah, you're gonna cover all of the sides, so it's amazing.
So to end this part one of the interview, I want to ask you another thing about crypto that came to my mind while doing this. What you think about Doge? It's very hyped by Elon Musk. They just announced, I think, like
some sort of a department of efficient government, something.
Yeah.
So it stands for Doge.
And stuff like that. And what do you think?
You know, from my perspective,
in simple. Yeah.
I personally would stay as far away from these type of coins as possible. I know that there is an opportunity, and I know that a lot of people made a lot of money while I, for example, was like skipping on all of this, but it's okay because I stand by my own beliefs, you know.
Okay.
I think it's just a nonsense. It's just a thing that Elon itself is just see for fun as a game. Yes, it may pump the prices, but there is not even a single piece of valuable stuff that Doge or 99% of cryptos do. It's all based on speculation.
Yeah.
Bitcoin itself is also kinda based just on speculation. It's just a tradable asset, nothing more, not even an actual asset. So Doge itself, as long as Elon Musk is posting something related to that and people love it and people are gambling and speculating on it, it's gonna be moving. It's gonna be in the headlines. But as soon as crypto sees a pullback, as soon as crypto sees some sort of a crash or something, those coins like Doge is gonna be the first ones to just melt,
Melt.
in my
completely,
opinion. So yeah,
So it's just an psychological thing.
yeah, it's just
So
I
he's
mean,
playing with us
yeah,
in
I think yeah, I mean,
in a way. So
he is definitely not trading Doge.
yeah,
He is definitely not interested in that. It's just a fun thing for him, but people are developing bots that track every movement of Elon Musk Twitter and stuff.
yeah.
And
He
if
just
you can make money from it, fine, do it.
he's
But don't
just
get
making fun,
yeah, it's just fun thing for him. It's a game
typing
for
in
him,
X.
and yeah. But
Yeah.
a lot of people take it really seriously. Like Doge is the next thing you're gonna be able to buy Tesla with Doge and all of that stuff. Never
It's just
happened. I don't
playing.
think it's gonna happen. Now people are speculating that the U.S. government will introduce Doge payments or something. It's not gonna happen. At least in my opinion, it's never going to happen. It's just a game.
Just I think so. I have the same opinion. So this is the end of our first part of the interview
The
or
money part.
podcast. The money part, because we decided with Matt to not talk about money in the evening or in the night.
Yeah, because evenings are great for deeper topics.
Yeah, deeper
Spiritual,
topics.
not material stuff.
Yeah. We have we used to think Albanians just don't take money in evenings or nights because
Yeah.
it's not good to
Exactly.
take money. It's
Exactly.
like
So
a
you have this in your
traditional-
blood as
yeah.
well. Yeah, which is
Po i them
tradition.
që nuk marrim lek në natën se nuk është mirë, kështu e kemi si shprehje ne. Yeah, and just now, what will we gonna talk about in the second part? We will do it in evening.
in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we have to cover is a bit of a more spirituality based topics, simply because in this world, in this chaos, especially for crypto traders, crypto people, and young generation, they get lost in the material stuff, and we need to implement a bit of information about spirituality,
Okay.
that you have to actually work on yourself, not external world, which is so important. So I think we're gonna cover some topics. First of all, deep topics about what the hell is happening in this world,
Okay, yeah.
what's gonna happen from the spiritual perspective moving forward,
Okay, yeah.
because all of that is so important. If you even if you don't believe in it, you should watch the part 2, because I wanna cover some
Yeah, we will
topics about
cover,
the
I think
2025 and stuff. Cause
We will cover the part of 2025.
yeah, because
Also some
from spiritual perspective, it's a massive year, and you have to understand why. Also,
we're gonna talk about Donald Trump.
yeah,
They
we're gonna
love
cover
Donald Trump.
yeah, because people think that Donald Trump is also the savior and stuff, but is he? Is he? Yeah. So
Let's see in the second part.
yeah, so all of those things is needed to understand that the world is not, and they want you to be choosing the sides, and I'm gonna explain why I think that, and yeah, it's just more about spiritual topics.
It will be more
I
a
would say.
personal, like
Yeah, just personal
conversation,
talk.
yeah,
Yeah, personal
yeah.
talk, my opinion and your opinion, and
yeah.
that's it.
And I think it will be crazy.
Let's see.
So
We can't say too much.
yeah, for sure.
in public, but-
not in public because
Yeah, we all know who controls the thing, so
yeah. So yeah, this is the end of the first part. We cover all the financial stuff
yeah.
from forex to
Crypto to DeFi, so it's all good.
Doge and
Yeah,
stuff,
to Doge and
to Elon Musk and stuff. So let's end this part. Atëherë ne po e mbyllim pjesën e parë të intervistës. Kjo ishte një bashkëbisedim për sa i përket ose marrje informacioni nga Matioga për sa i përket botës financiare, më së shumti nga Forexi në protokollet DeFi, kështu që shkojmë me pjesën e dytë. Ne do e përgatisim pjesën e dytë të intervistës kur t'jetë natë. Besoj do jetë ftohtë, sepse është ftohtë tani që ka diell, është një temperaturë e pa përballueshme, pa një xhup ose ku di unë. Nuk I ndjem këmbët. I'm saying to them that we are not feeling our
Yeah, it's really cold.
really cold. So yeah, shkojmë me part 2 të intervistës në mbrëmje. Përshëndetje. Jemi në pjesën e dytë të kësaj interviste, këtij podcasti. Dhe siç e shikoni, është shumë ftohtë dhe ndoshta temperatura është 3 gradë ose diçka. Dhe vendosëm që të bëjmë pjesën e dytë në këto kushte dhe do flasim më së shumti në këtë pjesë për sa i përket pjesës që matas ose shkurt që si I them, si e quaj unë ose si I drejtohem unë është mat, si e nisi ai iconic alien, do me thënë çfarë transformimi pati do me thënë shpirtërisht, pjesa e zhvillimit ti nga ana psikologjike dhe shpirtërore. Po ashtu më pas do flasim për disa evente që mundet të ndodhin në vitin 2025 që kanë të bëjnë me numrin 9, dhe do flasim pak edhe për shembull për politikën, për disa gjëra interesante që kanë të bëjnë me 2025 më saktë. Sepse jemi në fund të 2024, jemi jave fundit e nëntorit, 24 nëntor. Kështu që e shikoj të arsyeshme që ta pyes për këtë gjë. Dhe ka shumë dije për këto gjëra, kështu që let's run this.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Something in English.
Yeah. So it's the time. It's also a night vibe, you know.
Yeah.
And I just decided with Matt that we will discuss about some deep knowledge. So firstly, what I want to ask you, Matt, is about what's the idea behind the iconic alien? So what's the point that you start to evolve and like in the psychologic and spiritual part, you know?
Yeah.
What's the point and how does it come like this till now? So yeah,
It's been I would say a pretty long and interesting journey, and the reason why iconic alien is called iconic alien is because my circle of people, family members, my wife even as well, and friends, etc., they always used to say that I'm like an alien, you know, because the way I observe information, the way I analyze things, I research things, the amount of information I try to process through different books, courses, material, educational material, inner workings, etc., is just weird for the majority of people. And the most weirdest part of all of this is basically what kind of information I do,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's not a standard medication, standard material or something. It's been a very long time, probably 12 to 14 years or so. Even back at school, when I used to go within 10, 11th and 12th grades and classes. So it's basically the last 4 years of the school. I almost never attended school.
Yeah.
I always go to seminars about self-development, personal development. People that I graduated with can't even remember me. They're like, who the hell are you? I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm not a frequent visitor to school, but I used to go to different seminars, different psychological events,
Yeah,
simply
yeah.
because I just felt like that from about the age of 16. I used to be a very different person. Used to be more like a young gangster type of thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like with friends, loud
Like almost
music.
everyone.
Yeah, you're just walking around
Yeah.
in a group of 25 people and stuff, and you're like feeling cool and stuff. But eventually something happened. I just naturally felt the need to start digging into what is the opposite of all of that, which is the
Yeah, yeah.
opposite side. Uh, and it just happened. And from that moment, I've been constantly evolving, but more from a very generic spiritual, more like personal development things, like seminars. You have to think positively, all of that information. Some financial seminars that you should not work and you should actually do a business stuff, and you should be having this millionaire mindset thing, all of that stuff. So I used to go through all of that process back at 16, 17 years of age. And I even had to sleep in a tent next to the conference building because I was underage to get a hotel. So I just had to sleep in a tent next to the, which were a campsite was like 5 minutes walk from the conference building. So I had to sleep in a tent because they couldn't get a hotel, you know. So all of these things evolved, and I always went deeper and deeper, eventually reaching the level where I had to go to very deep ceremonies in terms of ayahuasca, in terms of kambo, in terms of mushrooms, not that much, but still I had the experience.
I think the audience will research about this.
Yeah, I
stuff
mean,
and,
you can definitely go and research about ayahuasca, about kambo ceremonies, about sananga drops as well. All of that thing is designed to build your spiritual wisdom and unlock those hidden things, so to speak. So you have a vision. The way you understand that vision is totally up to you. You usually have to do this more than once to actually understand it. And it just has to become like a path of life. Like it's not a one-time thing where, oh, I heard that someone is going to do ayahuasca, so I'm going to do as well and just be like spiritually happy or awakened. It's a journey that takes, for some it may take a few months, for some it may take a lifetime, and for others they may never actually change, and they're going to be here for a while until the soul actually expresses itself. So all of that process it took me a while, but essentially, even though I've been doing a lot of different things throughout my life, at some point I used to be in London, living in London without any kind of money, trying to make some additional money by teaching people, especially financial market stuff. It sounds weird that I don't have money, but I have to teach someone in London because I had the knowledge, but I didn't have capital. So it was like the process of me.
It was the time you were on the community.
Yeah, it was a fairly weird timing, but still was part of the process. Then I came back from London. Then I used to live in another country. Then I came back once again. eventually building a lot of businesses and projects with different people from around the world. I also been on a situation where money was never a problem. I mean, we were able to do whatever the hell we want to do. You wake up, you want to go there, let's go. You want to fly all over the world, let's go. You want to build a company, open up a company like in Dubai and stuff, let's do this. And I used to do all of those things. Then again, everything stopped. It's like was taken away from me. But going through these processes, you just get to understand why, what is going on when you are analyzing your inner self and trying to remember from the past all of those things. And it took a while, but eventually what happened, I just understood that I can be building projects, I can be building material projects, businesses and stuff regarding to financial markets, because that used to be my strong side. But I was happy in my head, but not in the heart. Like it's not hard happiness. It's just you think you're happy because you're living a good life, but actually you're not.
With
Deep
cars
inside
and
your
money and
I mean you
stuff
have
like that.
you have some money, you have car, you have like good life, you can travel the world and shit, and it's good.
Yeah.
But deep inside, still something is missing. And that's when I understood that from a lot of research and past memories analysis, I understood that I feel happiest inside myself only when I speak about these topics, spiritual topics, growth, soul expression, all of that stuff. I mean, my inner experience, my wisdom, my knowledge, what I know is just my opinion, but I love speaking about it.
Okay.
An iconic alien born just like that. The reason why I chose Telegram is because it's the platform that lets you post whatever you want. You will not get banned. You will not get shadow banned or whatever. You can just write what you want. And I created this iconic alien channel as a personal diary. It's just a diary of my thoughts, some photos, some images, some travels, some deep stuff. Because what I share in on the iconic alien channel comes like that. It's spontaneous, you know. I'm like sitting at couch, whatever. I'm like, yes, I have to share this, and I just write a message. That's it. Like I never think about what I write. I never research. I have some sort of an information that I want to share at that moment, and I share it. So that's how it came together. And the name is just, people used to call me an alien because I'm going against the standard system of thinking, of analyzing things, of seeing things. So I just, okay, alien.
And that's the point that you feel deep inside that you are an alien, you know, like.
I mean,
yeah.
you know, maybe not an alien.
Not an
'cause
alien.
the alien itself, I don't think the aliens itself is just it's like a thing, but people think that aliens are like the opposite of humans, like different, like something else. And because my approach to life, my approach to information and everything is different, that's why I just thought, okay, alien, let me be an alien. And what kind of alien I am? An iconic alien. It's just iconic alien. It just happened, yeah? So I just made it, I created it. It looked cool. It sounds cool. It sounds intriguing because you have no idea what the hell is iconic alien. Like when someone says you iconic alien, like a website or a social profile, you just like, what? So yeah, it's cool. And that's how it's all been. Eventually, through so many years of things, it came to the Telegram channel where I just share things. And we have over 1,000 people, which is super cool. It's growing nicely. And I'm sitting now here in Albania, in a beautiful place, and we're just having this
We
talk.
are in Bogë.
Yeah, so it's just,
You
can't plan this.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like that. So,
Exactly.
like, I have saw like the most of the content on the channel on iconic alien that you can see it because we will put the link on the description. But what I'm like interested to ask you, I've seen a content about the part of you talking about the life and the source and what we are. So I want to know more about that, like a deep conversation, maybe yeah, just like that. For example,
I
for-
get it.
yeah,
It's gonna be
in simple.
because I was about to say it's gonna be 7 days of now me talking.
Yeah,
But I mean, most of the content is about realizing who you are is simply because from my knowledge, and the knowledge came not from the modern science, modern technologies and stuff.
Yeah.
I study ancient text, civilizations, ancient books, documents, PDFs, I have so much data throughout my hard drives, computers, everything, that is a data that is not available publicly, so to speak, to purchase. Like on Amazon, on books, on libraries, you will never find these books because it's just not published for a mass production. And there are two things that are the most important one, I would say. First of all, it's your inner feeling. When you get access to certain information and you read it, you feel whether it's true or not. You have this intuition, right? The intuition for some people may be stronger, for some people it may be weaker, but in general, when you feel and read something, you feel whether it's resonating with you and the global perspective or not, like if it's true or not. Everything I read about these informations from the ancient texts, I just deep inside, I know that it's true. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know how and why, and I don't have a proof, but I know that it works, and I believe that. And the more you read, the more you integrate the knowledge into your day-to-day life, especially this modern life, the more you feel that it is actually could be true, because you experience this yourself. And the most important element to understand is that you as a human, you are made to believe that you are not something big. And what do I mean is that they give you information about planets, about solar system, star system, about planets that are hundreds of billions of kilometers away, and they see it and they give it a name. They also are using certain elements in your life, especially like religion, to simply think that there is something externally and you are not part of it. So basically, within the world of the universe, the Milky Way, the galaxies, all of those things, you are just a tiny little dot. So in other words, you are not important.
Yeah.
But from the other perspective, if you study ancient text, ancient information, and you read the sacred text like Bible, for example, behind the lines, and you understand it from a different perspective, you are actually everything. You are not here like a little tiny dot. You are not living in the world lives in you, and you just consciously having this constant live stream through your eyes of your own life. Life goes through you and you just experience it. And this thing alone can, if you really understand it from a deep perspective, can massively change your life and approach how you actually react to situations, how you react to anything. It's just how you wake up can actually change the way you wake up. Because when you wake up, you think you have some sort of a power of decisions, when in reality, actually you don't. You just follow your life.
Yeah. What
So,
it's meant to be. So
so it's basic. It's a very basic information.
but the summary is just understand that you are so much more, and I would not recommend to study modern approach to science and all of those scientific researches. I would suggest to take a look at the ancient texts, artwork. A lot of different artwork is available online, and if you understand from a deep perspective, you will notice, you will understand that there is something hidden, and there is so much more that they are not trying to tell you. That's a summary, a simple one, yeah. Like we're not going too deep.
Yeah, not too deep, because it will be like till the like the next day. So,
Yeah, we're gonna speak for a month.
So this is I know this information as simple as you just told it, and what I also have like written about in iconic alien was about the some sort of wars and stuff with religions, and to happen in the near future or something like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting to know, because in the modern world they are trying to mention World War III.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be like a war of like killing and taking weapons and stuff like that, or what war will it be?
So once
In
again,
your opinion,
yeah.
yeah.
If you look from the current system and the modern approach, the use of the word war and stuff is only to create fear, right?
Yeah, fear,
So
yeah.
you become fearful of the war and you choose a side. It's duality. So you choose a side. So when you have Russian and Ukraine, you choose whether you support Russia or Ukraine.
Okay.
When you have the Israel conflict right now, you tend to choose what you support.
Yeah.
It's just to create duality
Okay.
and fear. If you study the ancient texts, once again, especially the Bible, there are these things of 7 seals. And the first elements were already opened, and the following seal that is expected to be opened by the texts that you decode, because it's all metaphorical, what we can expect is a war, a World War III, so to speak.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be some sort of a mass killing or something like that.
Nuclear or
Yeah,
something like
I don't really think like that. The war is designed to create a very big friction within the religious areas. So basically what you're gonna notice that there are a lot of Muslims in Europe.
Yeah.
Olympic opening ceremony was a massive ritual to try and make Christians angry, because they've been really
They mock the whole
exactly they've been mocking the Christians.
the old thing, like from Jesus to.
So they've been mocking that to create this friction. They are sending thousands and thousands and thousands of Muslim people into Europe, and it's all funded. Like those people, they are not coming by accident, you know. In Europe, especially in France, Germany as well, in Sweden, what's going on there is crazy. I mean, people are afraid to even leave the places, but it's not because people are bad or something, but because it's funded and it needs to happen. So we're going to have a lot of people, Muslim people in Europe, a lot of angry Christians. Essentially, the goal of this all, just to keep it simple, right, is to create an Antichrist movement.
Okay, yeah.
Antichrist movement. So the plan, the agenda of one world religion, so to speak, one plan. So there is no more division between religions. There is a one plan can be achieved easier when you have a massive conflict between all of the religions. Everyone is angry at each other. Essentially, antichrist movements starts to become a thing, and eventually, when they're gonna present the solution to all of that, people will be weakened, tired of the wars, of the conflicts, of the fear, and they will be like, thanks God someone offered us some sort of a solution, and they're gonna accept it. The same thing is gonna happen with the financial system as well.
Yeah, we will
People,
go
yeah,
with that.
people gonna accept it eventually because they will be tired and weakened.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when the collective conscious, the humanity itself is fearful, tired, and weak, it's very easy to manipulate.
Yeah, yeah.
And the same happened, as we all know,
Yeah,
recently, 4 years ago. Yeah, so.
Yeah. We can talk about that, but we can
But not,
just
but not on
on YouTube,
on camera, yeah.
on camera. So it's like we are not allowed. So yeah,
And it's totally fine if people don't even actually believe it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
totally fine because we are not here also to create duality. So what I say is true, and what you believe is not, or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
But
just
it's just information. It's just opinion that I created from a lot of different people, different studies and texts, and there is no, just so we clear that there is no any kind of push towards believe this gonna happen. No, because even if you know that it's gonna happen or you don't, the best approach you can take is neutrality. You don't care.
yeah.
You don't choose the sides. Whatever happens, you're just, oh yeah, I knew
Just
about
like a
this.
movie, yeah.
I
It's
knew
just-
about this. Let's see what's gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Neutrality is the most important thing because as long as you choose the side, as long as you feed your energy towards those things,
Yeah.
you will be
Become
very
bigger and-
difficulty,
yeah.
and you're gonna be simply remaining stuck within the square box of thinking. So
Yeah, yeah.
neutrality is the most important thing.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Also, for the near future or if we talk about the next year, that is 2025.
Yeah, it's important.
Why it's important? What does it mean in your opinion? So
Yeah,
we can know about it.
If you look at 2025, and especially from the numerology perspective,
Yeah,
I myself, I study numerology. I'm not doing this for years. It's just something that I have a very big interest recently. And numerology tells about the universal year cycles, and we always go from 1 to 9. Just a universal cycle. We do this globally and personally as well. And globally, the next year, 2025, is the universal year 9. And you
Yeah.
simply add all the digits and you're
yeah.
gonna get 9.
2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5.
Yes,
so
you're gonna get 9, which is the endings, the transformations, and the massive cleanse of everything globally. So we step into the 26 as a universal year 1 with a completely new approach. The same happened back in 2008, 2 and 8, right? We're gonna get
Yeah.
10, which is 1, which was the new beginnings, and that's when at the end of 2007 and the beginning of 2008 we had a massive economical crash.
Yeah, yeah.
All of that thing happened. So all of those things been working in cycles and preparing us for a certain elements. And next year is going to be the year 9, which is the endings. The endings, we have a lot of symbolism recently from a lot of people, including very famous people.
Like
guy
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk, the guy that makes rockets, right? He, for the first time, he appeared on public with Donald Trump,
Yeah, yeah.
and he wore a necklace
Yeah.
of the Omega symbol.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Omega symbol is, just to keep things simple, is the same symbol that you see on $1 bill, And in the esoteric and masonry understanding, the symbol holds a power of transformation and the endings, especially in the financial system.
Yeah.
Simple
I
as
think
that.
I was in John Jones fight in UFC, maybe.
Yeah, it's
like
been the
that,
photo,
yeah.
the photo is
Dana
after
White,
the UFC fight.
Elon Musk, and Donald Trump, so the audience can search about it.
Yeah,
so
definitely. You can
yeah.
see it on the iconic alien, you can
it's
see it
a
on
necklace
online.
with an omega like here, and
Yeah.
it's weird because it
And knowing the
yeah.
fact that Donald Trump is now elect president, which
Yeah.
once again, in my opinion, it's not for the greater good, but you have to be like neutral. It's just another game and you want to play it. But Donald Trump is really supporting crypto, blockchain, innovation, all of that stuff, right? We hear things about CBDCs more and more.
Yeah.
Within-
CBDCs in some deep. What does it mean? So they
CBDC is just a central bank digital currency,
Yeah.
which is a kind of digital money,
Yeah.
a cashless society,
Like
all of
digital
those
dollar or
conspiracy
something.
theorists and stuff. Yeah, but essentially, it's very important to understand how it's going to work and what kind of assets are going to be used against what kind of metals, just to keep it simple, right? And if you know that, you know that. If you don't, you should. But that's it.
It's a
So
matter of time.
yeah, and we have a lot of symbolism coming in about this imminent crash of the economy using the word war. It all started in 2020, which was the universal year 4, building rules and foundations, number 4. And we had a lot of rules and foundations in 2020, if we all remember. So next year should be a massive year for endings, transformations, and most likely a very good beginning, especially within the financial system, which may not be as good from our perspective because it's going to be much more control on your money,
Yeah.
but it also creates an opportunity to basically create a generational wealth and just don't give out. Don't want to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
So so next year is
makes sense.
massive.
Yeah, it makes sense, but yeah, it's also linked up with the election of Donald Trump.
Exactly.
And
the election
like,
happened.
Everyone has that vibe, or like the some thoughts that the Donald Trump came in the right time when the world needs him,
Yeah.
And
we
to
could
be
see-
honest,
yeah.
I thought like that.
Yeah, we could think like that, but at the same time, if you think about if you think that a previous U.S. administration with Biden and stuff was
Biden.
bad, and now Trump came and he's gonna be good, and the world needs him, it's once again you're choosing the sides.
Yeah. Just
But
yeah.
if you look at it, okay, so there is the very good saying about the U.S. presidents. The boss of the country has changed, but the owners remain the same. So whatever happens, it's already plotted.
Yeah, it's
So
already
many
planned.
years in the future. And the goal of the Trump administration for now is to create peace, a temporary peace, so people feel better.
So you think that he will, because it's a very important topic when you think about it. You think he will end the war
Yeah.
with Ukraine
Yeah.
and Russia, also the war in Israel and stuff?
I think he's gonna be the hero, the savior of everything, right? Because look, people hated previous administration because they've been very bad on crypto.
Yeah.
Trump came, he's supporting crypto. Amazing.
Not only in crypto, but in everything.
In everything.
Economy.
Everything
and
that
stuff.
people hated before, now Trump is saying gonna fix it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's gonna give a massive relief
Yeah.
worldwide. People will become less feared.
Whoa, just a dog.
Oh my god.
It's just a dog, I
What's
think.
up, dog? Got
Yeah,
even
but-
scared a bit. Wow. That's a good sign, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause
it was a
it came
good-
out of nowhere, so it's supporting the message.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Just
It's
came
probably
and-
gonna look good on the camera, my reaction, like, wow. Yeah, so,
I saw it and yeah.
yeah, we're
I
gonna go
thought
viral. Nice, cool.
we'll become
Yeah.
memes.
So, anyways, yeah, it's just the best thing is to understand that both sides, the bad side was planned. Now the good side is planned to give
Alright,
you
yeah.
relief, to give a lot of confidence for people, especially in crypto market. People are loving Trump right now,
Yeah.
and it's cool. Yeah, I mean he's
I
gonna
also
do some
love
good
him, so
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean he's pumping the prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, but don't get overwhelmed that now he's the savior and everything's gonna be fine, because it may be fine for a while, just so they can prepare a better plan. So the owners are still playing the game.
So they can do the great reset or something like that. Yeah, a shift, I think. But we will not gonna talk about deeply about it. So yeah, it was a nice conversation and like good topics to talk about. What
Yeah, I
I've-
mean,
yeah,
a lot of these things, they may sound for a lot of people like, oh, he's just another conspiracy guy, you know.
yeah.
And it's fine, because I mean, some people believe in things, some people don't. But
Everyone has that.
yeah, they have
Um,
opinions, they have, but once again, if you believe or don't believe, you are choosing the side, which the best thing is to just be neutral, just observe everything.
Yeah.
Be an observer, just sit and watch. One guy said this, one guy said that. Okay, how do you actually inside yourself feel? Like, what is the actual truth? Do you believe in this or you believe in that? Like, deep inside. And just have an opinion. No one is pushing no one to believe in something. So it's just information from the other side of the modern things. Modern media, society, everyone is saying one, and you just heard an opinion from the other side. That's
Yeah.
it. Nothing more.
Yeah. It makes sense. So yeah, it was a very good, nice topics. And what I'm also interested to ask you, like for the peace and stuff like that. Can, for example, like people, how can they find peace, so to speak, like
Very simple.
yeah,
Very simple. Change your perspective of life.
okay,
Everything that happens, everything, including you watching this video, and even if you don't like what I say, you don't believe me, you're laughing, or
Yeah.
the opposite, you're actually intrigued and you're like, oh, that could make sense, or
Yeah.
something. Whatever happens, need it to happen exactly right now, exactly at this minute and second that you are watching this, and me saying this to you and you listening, and I being in Albania and doing this interview.
yeah.
It needs to happen. There is no accidental stuff.
We can talk about how we came here. Like we was discussing about doing an interview, like online interview, like that one that I did with Shaun Lee. But in the same day, it was like I just told Matt that can we come in Albania?
Yeah, I mean, the guy
Yeah.
was just, we were jumping on a call, like a video call, just to see what's up.
Yeah.
And he mentioned that when you come to Albania, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna show you around the mountains and stuff, because I really love mountains.
Yeah.
And I said, like, yeah, sure. But he said the same thing like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
The same thing. When you come to Albania, I was like, yeah, sure. But that call, when he said that, immediately after the call, I went on the flights. I checked the flights. We do have the flights, like in 3 days. I messaged him, I'm coming in 3 days. Is it cool? He's like, yeah, it's cool. That's it. Spontaneous decision. I don't know why, but it just felt natural that I had to buy those tickets, fly to Albania, and just see what's up.
Be
and,
there and talk about and
and just what's happening. We are seeing in the mountains in a very cold place.
Very, very cold place.
But we're doing the interview, and who knows what's gonna open up.
We
But
don't
it needed
know
to
that.
happen.
But it needed
And
that.
it was not supposed to happen 2 months ago.
That's
It's
why
supposed to happen today. That's it.
It makes sense. So.
Simple. So just change your approach and you're gonna have peace. Because when you wake up and you think that you have a power to decide what you're gonna eat for breakfast, you don't. You're gonna eat what you're gonna eat. That's it.
And it seems like is a similar thing with the part of religion. This type of thinking, is some kind of things that I have learned from Muslim friends, you know, and almost all of them have told me that your faith or your life is it's written.
So this you could connect it pretty similarly that
does
your whole life
does this way of thinking is in Bible or not?
I wouldn't
Because
say
in
it's
Quran, I think it's
I wouldn't say in Bible what's written in Bible is more encoded information on how you're supposed to live. And once again, he's supporting our message. What's up, doggy? Bible is, in my opinion, is all metaphorical. Everything that's written there is to create a hope that you should seek for the external help, help. You pray for the God looking above, when what you should do is look inside. So I don't really connect Bible that your life is written and Quran, but the fact that your life is written could be a really good possibility. It's just a fun thought that everything in your life already happened, but you are just going day by day, and you do not any kind of decision power of decision to do anything differently, even if you think you do. Like you wake up and you say, I'm gonna jump out of the balcony, but then you say, but maybe I'm supposed to live until 2050, as we discussed yesterday. Then you're not gonna jump out of the balcony. That's it.
It's meant to be like.
It's meant not to jump you, right? Or if you jump out of the balcony, it means that you were not supposed to live until 2050. Simple as that. So just change approach, that everything that happens for a reason, and there is no point to stress about it. Money, bills, I know for some people it's very difficult and hard, but when you just say,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, it happens. So if I'm struggling to pay bills right now, it's because I need to learn something and it needs to happen to me. So that's it. If I'm not struggling, and if I'm making 50,000 a month and I'm traveling, spending money and buying cars, it needs to happen to me. I have to learn something, and probably eventually you will understand what kind of thing you have to learn.
That's why the people that overcome or heal mental health condition,
anxiety, depression, all those things,
or someone that lost someone.
Someone close.
They after that they are like a different person. It is like they have learned something. You know?
And but because it needed to happen. And that's it. I mean, like, if your best friend, let's say, died, which is, I mean, bad, but if he died, okay, it died. I mean, he died or she died.
I hope.
What you gonna do? Nothing.
He doesn't.
But he died or she, because that was the time. maybe for you, maybe for someone else, maybe for your best friend's parents to learn something. Just you can be the lesson or be part of the lesson.
Of the lesson.
That's
yeah.
it. So when you think like that,
Yeah.
when you think like that, you are at peace because there is nothing to worry about. What's gonna happen, and even if you become homeless because you couldn't afford to pay your bills, it needs to happen. So just smile and accept it.
Yeah. I think it's a good way of thinking
Yeah, it's different.
to change the behavior and perspective and
Yeah,
all of
because
that.
people may say, so what's the point of living then? What's the point of trying? But
And
you're gonna
yeah.
try if you have to try.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just how it works.
If, for example, if I am meant to be a multi-millionaire or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah, you're gonna
Like-
be. Eventually.
and I decide to just not by my decision to stay in bed like
Mhm.
every day and not
Yeah.
do any effort to become a multi-millionaire. You think that the time will come
Yeah,
and
you
I
will become eventually. You may actually need to stay in bed for 3 months, and then 3 months and one day, you go somewhere, you meet someone, and that someone gonna make you a millionaire.
yeah.
Could be simple as that. Because from the micro perspective, just think about it. Everyone, if you have dishes in your sink, dirty dishes,
Yeah.
and you decide to ignore it for 1 day, 2 days, by the third day you have even more dishes,
Okay,
and you
yeah.
still tend to ignore it. Oh, I'm gonna clean it later. Eventually, the time will come where you're gonna wake up and you're gonna go straight to the sink and wash the dishes
Without even
without even thinking.
yeah.
You're gonna wake up, go and do that. Same thing applies to your dirty car. You can drive for as long as you need to drive, but the day will come when you will be like, okay, enough. And you're just gonna drive to the car wash the car, and live.
Yeah.
And it just happens. Yeah. So what's meant to be, gonna be. How long it takes, what's the process to get there, you never know. But you just trust the process.
Yes.
The same with
deep
people.
conversation.
Yeah, with anxiety as well.
Yeah.
If you have anxiety, you need to have anxiety. It does not come randomly, and it will not go away randomly. It's with you right now, because you need to learn something. Most people gonna learn that they have to change their lifestyle, become
Okay.
more peaceful, slower, or stop
Smoking
yeah,
or
like stop
okay.
smoking or stop doing some sort of a bad habits,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. You're gonna learn something, and they were not able to learn that before when they did not have anxiety. So the life, the force, the source needed to give you big enough push for you finally to wake up and understand that. So eventually you will understand it, and you may understand it very easily by watching a YouTube video, or you may actually need to go through a massive process of anxiety, depression, alcoholism, and all of that stuff, just to finally get that information. But you will get it, no matter what, if you
Yeah.
need to get it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
it's-
when you think like that, everything is 10 times simpler, and you live
Yeah.
at peace.
yeah, that's the point, to live in peace. And
Yeah.
I think to do whatever you want,
Yeah, you have to be one.
whenever you
Yeah,
want.
that's
and-
it.
Atë ne ishim duke bërë podcastin edhe duke folur. Fatkeqësisht e pam që mikrofoni nuk e kishte këtë shenjën që tregon që po punon, edhe telefoni kishte shkuar shumë poshtë në bateri, edhe pse e kishin vendosur në karikim. Ndoshta the part of the part that we discussed, and we didn't notice that the phone was shut down.
Yeah.
I think it's not mean.
Yeah, I
to-
mean, we're not gonna share what we talked. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not gonna redo it
Yeah.
because
it just, I mean, the phone went off, but the phone is not even died. I plugged it back to the charger. It was at 19%.
19%. Yeah.
So it just happened. It turned off.
For any reason, so yeah.
Yeah, so maybe whatever we said at the end, at the very end, it's just, it
Yeah,
remains
it
it remains a mystery.
yeah, the video ends because we checked the video.
Yeah.
We was hoping to have the video because it might be deleted or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the you will see, and the last moment of the video is me telling Matt that we will live in peace, and
Yeah. It's just, it ended not in the middle of the sentence. It ended exactly at the ending. You said, that's how we live in peace. And I said, yeah. You just said, yeah, you just have to be one. And it ended.
yeah.
So that's the ending.
So we'll not discuss anymore about the part that is not been recorded.
Yeah.
So
Because we spoke about probably 10 more minutes.
yeah, like that. Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah, 7,
it
like
re-
5 to 10.
it remains a mystery.
Yeah.
It remains a mystery.
So yeah. So yeah. It was my pleasure. It is my pleasure. Sorry, to have you in this podcast, and it's something that is not even planned. Like it came naturally.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely not months in planning. It became spontaneous.
And to be
decision.
honest, I have not read any topics or something.
Nothing.
We just
We
like
got some food. We came back and we're like, let's record.
yeah, let's record.
Yeah.
Let's record. Just
So we just did that.
yeah. We did a main topic, like
Yeah.
I thought of a main topic, but the topics was just
Freestyle.
yeah, freestyle.
That's
so
it.
yeah, it's my pleasure to have
It's
you
my
in
pleasure
this.
to speak with Albanian community, because I know, I know that your community is active, is seeking knowledge. They want to know more just about trading stuff. And you had a great pleasure to interview Sean.
Yeah,
He's an amazing guy,
Yeah, yeah.
and a lot of my knowledge comes from his knowledge as well.
Also
and
my knowledge.
and
so
I'm just pleased to be in the same channel
yeah,
with your community, and the same channel where me, Sean, and you,
yeah, yeah.
we're all here. It's just cool.
It is meant to be.
Yeah.
there,
So hopefully your community, those that understand English, and gonna watch it from the first minute to the last minute,
yeah,
they're gonna at least learn something. And it could be not,
and it's a sign.
Yeah.
If they learn something,
Yeah,
it's a
but
sign for them.
it could not be even a positive thing. Maybe they will watch it and they will be laughing, saying that what a total nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, it was like you living in peace, all of those things about numerology. Maybe it's not for them, but they need it to watch it, to understand it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
something. So it's a really cool to be able to speak here, to be able to do this interview, and just, it's still weird that it just ended as it ended,
Yeah,
but
yeah, 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 yeah.
you
I
cannot
think-
plan this
I
thing.
think
it
this
just
podcast
happened.
like complete the a cycle in my
Yeah,
in
could
my
be.
channel.
Yeah,
I
could
think
be.
that because the like in the past I just for example I have never followed any other guy, just Matt and Sean Lee. So
So
yeah,
eventually
it's crazy.
we're all in the same channel. So
Just in the
amazing.
same channel and trying to give as much knowledge as is possible, you know.
Yeah, because
And
I was saying that right now when we were checking the footage that I feel so good right now after
Yeah.
speaking, because that's what I love to do, speaking about
yeah,
these
yeah,
things.
yeah,
It's my
yeah, yeah,
actual
yeah.
passion. I have more energy now than I had before. I could actually run around these mountains now.
Or go to Tirana.
Yeah, I just fuck. I haven't said it.
Yeah,
I haven't said it. But
yeah, but
I have
never mind this.
enough energy now to run to Tirana on my own. Because it's
Yeah.
just I get excited speaking about these topics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's something I love to do.
The way it ends,
Yeah, it's just there is no way to plan it. Usually those things can stop and end at random, like at random sentence or word, like you're saying you have to, and it ended.
Yeah, yeah.
But our scenario, it ended very smoothly, naturally, almost as it was the actual ending. So that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
So,
Awesome. Very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
yeah.
video. Good vibe. Now amazing energy. So it's
we have that energy to go to Theth tomorrow.
yeah, we're gonna visit another place
Maybe.
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's they know Theth is like
I believe
the capital of
North.
tourism.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to see that because this place is amazing.
Yeah,
Mountains are amazing, and life is amazing.
yeah. Life
That's
is
it.
amazing,
And this video is amazing.
and my channel is amazing.
Your channel is amazing, and your community is amazing. You guys
Yeah.
are amazing. It's just simple.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome.
So we will end this interview in this way.
Yeah, finally.
And I hope you enjoy it and you like it. And yeah, it was meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
this.
Thank you, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Kështu që po e mbyll këtë intervistë edhe ose këtë podcast, kemi diskutuar shumë tema dhe shpresoj që gjithë secili prej jush nuk po mendoj që të mësoni vetëm në tek pjesa e spiritualitetit ose pjesa që ne folëm për çështjen politike, po në të cilën do temë që ju keni dashur të dini diçka, shpresoj t'u kemi ndihmuar, si në pjesën financiare, forexi, kriptoja, e tjerë, deri në pjesën e paqes, politikës, vitit që vjen, e tjerë. Kështu që faleminderit që ndoqët këtë video, sidomos ata që e kanë ndjekur deri në fund, dhe shpresoj të shihemi në të tjera video, ndoshta në të tjera intervista. I'm just saying that I hope we see in other interviews and stuff like that, podcast.
Yeah.
But I mean that I think that is the last one interview for this channel because I can't interview anyone else.
Let's see.
Do you know why? Because I have done a project before, back on 2021 or something like that, called Underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking back on time, I was underrated in
Okay.
terms of my knowledge, my skills and
Mhm.
stuff. Just people don't take it serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I did, I was just trying to take every like mentor or forex teacher of
Mhm.
Albanian one.
Mhm.
So, and I have done with all of them one interview.
Mhm.
So for the part of the Albania, it's already close.
Okay. Nice.
What was
Okay.
next? Was next only two persons that I have followed before. Shaun, and you.
That's
So.
it. That's the end of the cycle.
Yeah, it's the end of the cycle. Before year
You guys not
20.
gonna get any more interviews.
Yeah, maybe we will have some other projects or something
Yeah.
like that. I will think and I will try, if I feel that way, to share information, if I have new information and new stuff. So yeah. Thank you very much. That faleminderit
Thank you.
in our language. Faleminderit.
Falaminderi.
Yeah.
That's it.
So goodbye. Have a nice day, a nice year, a nice week.
Nice life.
Nice life. Yeah.
Have a nice life.
Nice life with peace
Yeah.
and stuff.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.